Welcome back, Heimerbill fans. You left us the last time we were navigating around the Montpellier clear air pain in the arse zone, and we headed down to the coast to a place called Port Gruissan. We stopped here for a couple of nights for a rest. We actually stayed in a cabin just to get off the road, although Gruissan does have a very large free camper van here, and it's free in the winter and charges during the summer. It's a lovely little spot. We wound down a little bit off the road before we headed down the coast to the border with Spain. The beauty of the border route from France into Spain on the coast can't be dismissed. It's such a beautiful route into Spain. As I say, after the nightmare of Montpellier clean air zone, this part of the journey was fantastic. The last days in France, and then catching the edge of the mountains and along the coast. The scenery was so spectacular, and you really can't do it justice on this video. It really is a beautiful route to enter Spain. Thing I do have to say is taking this route may be spectacular, but there are parts of it that are not for drivers with vertigo. There are some dizzy heights to be had, and you're on cliff faces on some of these parts of the roads. But please, unless you really are bothered with vertigo, this has got to be one of the best ways to enter Spain. Just try it. At this point here, 4 kilometres from the Spanish border, it was just fantastic. Loved the drive. Probably the next 20 kilometres was just lovely, and really heralded the entry into Spain. We even passed what was the original border station. Unfortunately, we never took a picture. But it's still there, and you can clearly see where the border station was. I really could imagine that this route, although I'm really saying everybody should try it, this was into later October. So really, I think if this road had been really busy and full of tourists, it's maybe not something I would have enjoyed so much. But as you can see in the video, the roads were so quiet at the time. The weather was so beautiful, and the scenery so fantastic. I just couldn't get over it. But looking back again at these videos, if this was teeming with traffic and people flying around these bends, as you can see, it could be quite challenging maybe. So this was the 14th of November. In October, Valencia in Spain had suffered severe flooding, and the Valencia Grand Prix had been cancelled for the MotoGP. and we were contemplating actually skipping the whole Valencia area due to the devastation and the number of people that were killed at the time. But as we came across the border, we found out there was one thing, that the GP had been moved to the Barcelona circuit, and this was going to lead us to going to the MotoGP for a whole weekend. We'll do a separate video about the MotoGP, as we spent the whole weekend. After the first night in Spain, we travelled down to Barcelona race circuit, and we were able to stay 2 nights free in the car park while at the MotoGP, which was another couple of extra nights free, as you'll see in the videos.
Continue on N260 for 1.5 miles.
So we wind our way through the twisty mountain road into Spain. Straight away we head towards a village of Villabertran, which we find is a marked stopover on Park for the Night European stopover. And it's the first place we see coming up on the map as we head into Spain. It's not the most beautiful of places, it's quite a small, rural town, but it was a nice place to stop. And we had done several hours of driving through twisty roads. The main car park was prohibited at that time due to the flooding. While the Valencia flooding was going on, this area also flooded, and there were some car parks which had been underwater, and therefore we weren't allowed to park. But one off the main road, just outside the village, was available, and several camper vans stopped there for the night. And Lita enjoyed some attention from some cats, because she was missing our little cat back at home. So we fed a group of feral cats. We dug out tins of tuna we had, and the poor little things seemed to be quite hungry, although there was none of them were really skinny. But we enjoyed our time in the evening at Villabertran before heading down to the Barcelona GP, where we'll do the separate video, and then we'll continue on part 9 as we head down the coast of Spain. Hope you're enjoying your videos. Please like and subscribe at the end of this video. Hit the bell button, and you'll also get reminded when I post the next one. And I do apologise for part 8 being so late. I've done a few other videos, as you'll see on the channel, as we've been going on. So thank you, and we shall speak to you soon.